Justin, are you ready to watch me fail hundreds of times?
What am I looking at?
This is a game called Flywrench, and it is from the creators of Nidhogg, which maybe you could figure out based on the art style. And Justin, you can't hear it, but there's some pretty rowdy drum and bass music going on right now. And that
D&B, as we say.
D&B, as we say. Not to be confused with DMB, which is Dave Matthews Band.
Correct.
Although there is an unlockable toggle that you can use, and then all of a sudden you're playing this game with a full Dave Matthews Band soundtrack.
And Dave comes on from time to time to encourage you.
Yeah.
Another great run, my man.
Spin your ship better. This game is exquisitely difficult, Justin. Right now, I'm playing in helmet mode, which is the easier mode of the game, and it's still even very, very difficult. So you've got this ship, and you're flying it through these different stations on different planets. You're flying through the solar system, and basically you have three sort of modes. You have just sort of your standard flight mode where you're not pressing any buttons. That's when my wings are white. You can flap your wings by pressing one button, and that makes you red.
Okay.
And then you can press another button to make yourself spin, and while you're spinning, you carry a lot of your momentum, and you bounce off walls a lot easier.
Now, are you steering?
Yes, so you're steering, and you're flapping, and you're spinning, and there are different colored barriers that you can only pass through if you're in one of those states. So the green barriers you can only go through if you're spinning, red barriers, if you're holding down a flap, you can go through those, and white barriers, you have to be doing nothing. You just have to be floating. And you just have to go through these levels, going through these barriers.
It's really hard.
Yeah, if you touch the wrong if you touch a barrier while using the wrong input, you die and you have to start over. And yeah, there's a really great physics engine to the game, like carrying like your momentum through a bounce and just like completing a level with just a couple of button presses feels really good. Really hard to do though. Oh my god, it's so hard to do. This is, I think, the second planet, so still really early on in the game. Later on, they throw stuff at you like turrets that will shoot at you. There are gravity wells that will suck you down, so you have to like flap pretty diligently through there. Look, I got that one in my first try, though.
Can you explain to me that level select screen? It seems to go by so fast.
Yeah, every time you finish a... Oh, come on. Every time you finish a level, it bounces you back to the planet's level select screen. I unlocked Uranus, but
Nice.
Justin.
Nice.
So yeah, it's really difficult. Let me hit you with this though. I'm playing in helmet mode, which is easy mode. Do you want to guess what helmet mode does?
No.
It lets you touch the edges, and it destroys the barriers when you go through them. Normal mode, if you touch any of those yellow edges, you die. And when you go through the barriers, you don't destroy them, you just pass through them, so they're still there. So you can back up into them and you will die.
What's wrong with those people?
So let's take a
make this. Why don't they make a nice game?
Let's take a look at what that looks like. So this is gonna be non-helmet mode, and there's a bit of a learning curve that I have to go through. This level also adds some new elements like pink barriers, which you cannot pass through at all. As far as I know, I haven't figured out a pink button, but if you touch those, you die, and so there are these pinwheels now, and those are great. And I don't have my helmet, so if I touch the edges of the level, I will die. One thing that I had to learn the hard way is while you're spinning with the green mode, you can touch the edges of the level. So you can turn yourself into this crazy shuriken and survive a bump with the yellow, but oh my god, this level takes me 6.5 years to get through.
It's kind of hard to tell from my perspective. How much sort of fidelity of control do you have over your actual like movement?
Oh, complete fidelity. There's a lot.
I'm seeing like a lot of arcs and stuff.
Right. I mean, it's you're constantly flying down, right? You're constantly being dragged down. There is gravity in the game. And then you flap to keep yourself going, right? Kind of a Flappy Bird thing going on there, except you can actually control your left and right movement. But by holding up and down, you can do like a super flap where you go up into the air a lot faster, or you can hold down and flap and you'll go downward faster. So all of your movement, you have complete control of your movement, and it actually feels really good. It's just like when you're doing all this shit too. God, this level
Are there
took
other
me forever.
stages than this, or is this just the one?
Yeah, they shipped the game with just this one
Do you
stage.
just stay on this stage the whole time?
Stay on this one stage. Justin, it's really hard.
Why didn't they make it so you could beat it? I guess is my question.
Well, I think I would actually have a pretty good shot at this level if I had helmet mode on. But as it is now, if I can pass through that green pinwheel, the pinwheel blades, the tines of the pinwheel, stay put.
So
instead
just
of
so
being
I'm
destroyed.
super clear, not to get too meta here, you did this display that we're seeing, and you thought, this will make good video to subject people to. This is something I want to share with the internet.
This time, this is it.
Is this the one?
Oh, no, this one. Yes. Look at that shit. Feels good, though. Feels real good doing this on non-helmet mode when you can actually do it. Oh, this one is not a great display of video game technique either. But I think that's like, I'm hoping this is, oh God.
Oh, hot
I'm
shots.
hoping
Yeah,
this is par for the course, because I think most of the levels are going to take you probably a little while to get through. Come on.
Oh, you got this, baby. You got it.
Yeah. No problem.
That level select screen goes really fast. Are you choosing the levels?
Yeah,
or-
it automatically queues up the next one. You just hit enter to go through it.
Are you doing this with a keyboard?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, no, I kind of feel like that is the way to do it, because I don't need any like analog stick weirdness.
Nonsense, yeah.
Yeah, like I need complete like mechanical control over. I mean, this is ridiculous. The only way I can figure out how to get through that tunnel is to bounce off the yellow wall, but then usually like that gives me too much momentum and I bounce up into the next wall. This is getting humiliating. I want to show you one other thing. So this game also has, I turned helmet mode back on. This game also has time trial mode where it ranks your final time on a leaderboard, which I think is like super genius. Like this game really lends itself to super competitive play, I feel like. The helmet mode leaderboards are not especially competitive. There's not a lot of I feel like normal mode is the way to play. I'm not good enough at that yet. I'm just not good enough at that yet.
I think you will, though. Eventually, you have faith in your skills to grow and evolve.
Maybe. I'm digging this game a lot. I was a big Nidhogg fan, and obviously this is pretty conceptually different from that. But it's really well made, and the soundtrack is fresh as hell. And I like the feeling of getting better at video games. And this game can give you that in spades if you're willing to work for it. Look at that.
I'm not.
Maneuver.
I'll have to live vicariously through you and your successes.
Okay. I'll write you daily diaries, letting you know how my Flywrench.
Mail them to me. Do not email them. I want to open a perfume-scented letter that tells me how you did in...
Dearest Georgia, the life on the front lines of Flywrench is grueling.
It's called Flywrench?
Flywrench, yeah.
Okay.
And it's on Steam right now. So if you're into this kind of game, if you're into like... sort of torturous arcade-style games, your hexagons, stuff like that.
Skyrim.
No, not that.
The Sims 3.
No. You're ruining my analogy. That's what the sound... You can't hear it, but I'm going to do what the soundtrack sounds like for you.
Oh, I'm getting pumped. Man, that was good. I feel like I'm in Whiplash.